Hello, Detroit Jazz Stage listeners, I'm Rodney Reeves. You are listening to Detroit Jazz Stage Jazz Spotlight, brought to you by Cliff Bells, Detroit's premier jazz club. For more information on Cliff Bells, go to cliffbells.com. Future DJS Jazz Spotlights will highlight a song by jazz artists throughout the world that represent the same high-quality musicianship that you have come to expect from Detroit Jazz Stage. For this Jazz Spotlight, we will showcase 21-year-old vocal sensation Jesse Palter, who through both training and pure instinct has grown into one of the most recently accomplished and dynamic singer-songwriters in the Detroit jazz scene. We have been most impressed by the work she has put not only into her craft, but how she has carved out a niche for herself, both in and out of the traditional jazz circles. She and her group are skilled at combining influences as diverse as Miles Davis, Ella Fitzgerald, Joni Mitchell, Stevie Wonder, and more radio-friendly fare without compromising her musical ethics. The musicians in Jesse's group include the masterful Mike Jellick on piano and Rhodes, Ben Williams on bass, and Nate Wynn on drums. Listen in as Jessie discusses her music, followed by her original tune, Lovesick. For links on where to purchase CDs and learn more about Jessie, go to www.jazzstage.us.
So it's a real funny story, actually, how Lovesick came about. A fellow musician of mine, a vocalist who attended Berklee College of Music, was in town in Detroit en route to a gig in Boston, and we got together to do a little bit of jamming, and he ended up sitting down at my piano and started playing that 3-chord vamp. And I definitely think as songwriters we were both influenced by Stevie Wonder. I've got a lot of influences, but for some reason that vamp reminded me kind of a Stevie Wonder-esque vamp, and I was under the weather at the time, and so I started singing some real goofy lyrics about like somebody call upon a doctor, and it worked. It worked with the song, and that's how we started writing Lovesick. It's a real fun tune, actually. It was really exciting to record and put it on the album because it definitely has a much different vibe than all the other songs that we put on the album, which are these wonderful standards written by, the great composers. Duke Ellington, wrote the title track of the album, and we've got a wide array of stuff on the album, but I definitely see myself as a songwriter. So I was glad that we got to put a couple of original compositions on the album, and on top of that, have great players to be able to play on the track. I mean, that's the most exciting thing. We had our horn section. I wrote this horn line, and I got to have two of the wonderful musicians and good friends of mine from Urban Transport come in. We had Dean Moore on the alto saxophone and Vincent Chandler on the trombone, and a good friend of mine on trumpet, John Douglas, came in to do it, and they nailed the line in like the first take. It was really cool. Kind of wanted like a Quincy Jones type horn line to go with this tune. On bass, we had my good friend Ryland Kelly, who is attending Juilliard right now, and every time I hear Ryland come back from school, he sounds better and better and better, and I know he's going to do wonderful things. On drums, we had Nate Wynn. Mike, of course, played on the Rhodes and the Wurlitzer, which kind of definitely gave it a cool vibe. I really, really loved the fills that he did in the song. Really tasty, and it definitely, because the song tends to have a mainstream crossover feel to it, but I really think that Mike definitely kept the jazz vibe going with what he did.
folks around the town say there's no cure for this disease, affecting those with open arms and hearts all throughout the land. The most exciting epidemic to spread by the touch of a hand. Come on! Ha! Now I'm not one to complain. I say no pain is no gain, but I refrain from going insane. And if someone pretends, I'll explain. The whole scene was far too tragic to stick. Left me nothing but love sick. Strange sensation has come over me. I've been trying to subdue. A case of shivering and shaking at the very thought of you. And though you've got me all bent out of shape, oh, I've come to realize it takes one look in my direction and my temperature will rise. Your words feed me so fine, and your breath is the sweetest wine. It's on the blind, some kind of sign embrace instead of trying to confine. Take comfort in a subtle magic of a nation that's lovesick. Gather round, come on, prepare to fall. Let the truth be told, I never picked to be lost, struggle, lost sea. I don't need a remedy to steal the thoughts of you from me. Though I've tried, can't be denied how I feel inside. Woo! Now I'm not one to complain. I say no pain is no gain, but I refrain from going insane. And if someone pretends, I'll explain. The whole scene was far too tragic to stick. Left me nothing but love.
Hi, I'm Rodney Reeves from Jazz Stage Productions. If you enjoy listening to Detroit Jazz Stage, we encourage you to leave your comments on iTunes. Doing so will help promote our show and keep us bringing quality shows to your iPod.
Detroit Jazz Stage is produced at Longview Sound in Metro Detroit for Jazz Stage Productions. Dean Sahutsky, executive producer. Mark Byerly is our sound engineer. I'm Jim Gallerts.
And I'm Rodney Reeves.